Welcome to Kingdom, man. Look, I initially had purposed this channel to be like a reaction channel talking about like trending topics and stuff like that. And that's cool, but at the end of the day, I didn't feel right doing it. I felt like I was kind of selling my soul. And for a lot of y'all, this is going to be our first time here on Kingdom, man. So I want to explain real quick before we get into today's topic, because today's topic is deep. But I want to give you a quick explanation on why this channel changed, what to expect, because if you subscribe thinking I was going to be covering trending topics and stuff like that, I'm sorry, yo, that's just not going to happen. So let me give you a little bit of backstory about me in case you don't know. My name is Terry. I am 37 years old, married with 5 kids total. Such a blessing, yo. I am a content creator. I got another YouTube channel with about 40 some odd thousand subscribers on it. I cover like camera gear and all that stuff. And then this channel is really about my journey, right? Which I'm gonna go into a whole lot more as this series progresses. But I've been through a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? And I know that's something that everybody could say, right? But I've been through a whole lot. And recently, I kind of made a change, not kind of made a change, but I made a huge major change in my life. And that was the decision to accept God into my life and start following in a godly way, which we'll talk again more about that in the future. So the purpose of this channel is not for me to sit here and try to preach to you and act like I'm perfect and all that stuff, because I'm far from it. But the purpose is for me to share this journey and hope to empower other men along the way with issues that we face as men that a lot of people just, let's just call it plain, they scared to talk about. So that's what we're going to do on Kingdom, man. It's all about empowerment, lifting each other up, helping men navigate through these troubling times, troubling issues, and also hopefully women can take some from this also and start understanding some of the perspective of men and things like that. So anyways, Kingdom, man, right? One of the first things I want to talk about is your toughness killing you? And let's just go ahead and let this out the bag, right? Is your toughness killing you? There's a word in the Bible called meek, right? And if you look up the definition for meek, I'll go let you find the scripture and all that stuff yourself. The definition of meek is power under control. Now that I said that, right, when you think about your life, kings, let me ask you a question. How many times have you been, you know, a child or a teenager and you heard the words, don't cry, or you heard the words, you better not show emotion or it's soft? If you think all the way back to if you played sports and stuff like that, what did our fathers used to tell us? Yo, it's soft. Like if you get hurt, get up, quit crying. That's soft. Man up and go back at it, right? I'm not mad at it, but at the same time, you got to think about what that does to men psychologically. As we grow up, we think that it's not cool to share emotion. It's not cool to be emotional. It's not cool to show any form of weakness because that's soft, and that's not how men should be, right? And I'm finding out that on this journey that I'm on, I think our definition of what we think strength is absolutely 100% totally freaking wrong. And it all starts with the word meek. If you go back to the word meek, power under control. Men think that our power comes from strength, aggression, being dominant, letting everybody know how dominant we are, being strong, being a leader, putting the whole world on our shoulder, not showing no fault, not showing no weakness. That's what we think strength is. But if we look at the word meek, it actually means power under control. So I want to challenge you today, all the times in your life where you've lashed out aggressively, physically, is that really power under control? Or kings, is that really a sign of weakness? I believe it's a sign of weakness. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a hothead. I ain't a hot head, but I get an attitude real quick. I get aggressive real quick. Fortunately, I haven't done anything to land myself in jail. I never got caught doing some of the stuff that I was doing, but was it right? No. But I think back to those times, and I think, why did I think that was cool? I thought it was cool because that's how I thought men were supposed to operate. And we always want to show aggression first without trying to understand, without trying to lead with kindness, without trying to navigate the situation, without getting violent or getting aggressive and stuff like that. And what ends up happening is when we get aggressive or we get violent, my mentor actually just had a meeting last week with us, and he brought up the topic of the Incredible Hulk. And if you think about the Incredible Hulk, he's what every man thinks they need to be, right? We think the Hulk is strong, he can't be messed with, don't mess with the Hulk. But if you really think about it, The hawk don't do nothing but leave destruction. And all of us got that internal hawk. And when we bring that hawk out, we destroy things. We destroy relationships. We destroy people. We destroy material things. We destroy relationships with children, friends. We destroy marriages. We do all of those things by letting the hawk out at all times. So I truly believe that the real power comes from restraint. I'm kind of regurgitating things that I've learned from my mentor, but it's all good. I want to give it to y'all. So I could smack you right now. I could literally knock your teeth down your throat. I box, I do all that stuff. I could harm you in a very bad way physically. But you know, the thing is, I choose not to. I choose not to because it takes more power to restrain than it does to just pop off and swing on somebody, smack somebody, and stuff like that. Now, that doesn't mean that you're just going to push me around. That doesn't mean that I am not going to retaliate if I'm in danger and my life is in danger. But what it means is once I allow you to take me to that place, you have control over me. You got mental control over me. Once I'm to a place where I'm not thinking, I'm not seeing, and the only thing I want to do is get physical, now you control me. And meekness is power under control. So I firmly believe that the real control, the real strength is when you have restraint from doing those things to other people. And why should we have restraint? Let's talk about that real quick. We should have restraint because if you're a believer, God has principles, right? God believes in things like love, compassion, forgiveness, and things like that. And when you go bringing your hawk out and swinging on everybody and destroying everything, if you are walking in God's purpose, those things you shouldn't be doing, right? So that's one thing that I'm learning, and it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard thing to do because I'm so used to just getting angry, getting upset, blocking people out, flipping, and doing stuff like that. In reality, that's not an example that I want to leave for my children. I don't want my little boys in here thinking that that's cool every time they can't get their way, every time they get upset, to just, jump off and start getting violent and aggressive and stuff like that. I want to teach them that the true power is restraint because it takes a much stronger person to not swing on you than to swing on you. Now, one other thing my mentor says is don't take my meekness for weakness, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That means that if you swing on me, okay, you swung on me, and I'm going to turn the other cheek, but I'm going to let you know this is your last time that I'm going to let you do that, because if you do it the next time, now I've exhausted all of the restraint that I have. So there is limits to your mercy, and I totally understand that, and we still humans at the end of the day. But Kings, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is you will get much further in your life spiritually. You will get much further in your life financially. You will get much further in your life goal-wise if you stop letting people control you and stop letting your anger control you and stop letting people get you to that point. You will get so much further by, restraint. And I get that's hard, y'all. Sometimes you do got to just go sit in the room when you're angry and say, dear Lord, please help me. I'm feeling rageful right now. Please remove this anger from my heart, dear Lord. And you'll see that when you do that, God answers every single time, bro. He will redirect your thinking. He will redirect your thought processes. And before you know it, you won't even be thinking about it anymore. How do I know that works? Because I do it all the time. And I'm a new prayer. So I'm not, trying to make it seem like I'm I am holy, but like I'm new to it. But I'm finding like the power of prayer and restraint. It makes me feel good when I'm able to conquer a situation with restraint instead of aggression. And what happens is when people start to see that, they actually, you think that strength and aggression puts you here. But when people see that you don't have to take that road and that you took the high road, guess what they do is they put you up here, yo. They really do. They put you up here and they don't fear you in a way. So the last thing I want to drop on y'all is when you are the incredible hawk, you this big, strong, aggressive, I'm gonna knock everybody out, people start to fear you. Your children fear you. Your friends fear you. Your family fears you. Your wife fears you. Your girlfriend fears you. Everybody fears you because of the destruction you leave. And I'm not just talking about physical destruction. I'm talking about destruction in other ways too. But they start to fear you. And then if you think about it, my mentor asked me this question also. Would you follow the hawk? Is the hawk somebody that you wanted to follow? No, I would not want to follow the Hawk. Why? Because the people that are around the Hawk, guess what? They don't trust him because he's unpredictable. They don't know when he's going to lash out. They don't know when he's going to pop off. And that's just not something that people want to follow. Now, if I'm going to battle and I need the strongest man in the room, yeah, give me the Hawk. But even still, I'm still worried about, is he going to do it at the wrong time? And that's what people think about you when you lead with aggression, when your anger controls you, and when you don't have meekness in your heart and you don't have power under control. So, listen, I hope, Kings, that y'all can do better. Share this message if it was helpful to you, because it's very helpful for me. It's helped me out tremendously. And on the next episode of Kingdom Man, we're going to be talking about some other serious stuff. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you, like I said, share this out if it was helpful to you. We need more motivation, more positivity out here from our culture, our age. That's the only way things is going to change, yo. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will talk to y'all next time. I'm out of here. Peace.